morning, everyone. Let's get going, huh? Let's get this stream rocking and rolling. Woo! A little chilly this morning. Gonna get myself a cup of coffee. Let me get everything loaded up here for you. Boom. Let's go. Oh wow, we had a good move about 8 o'clock in the morning, huh? That's about a 60-point move. So that had some meat to it. Well, let's see. 70. Wow. Oh, okay. Okay, I stand corrected. That was a much bigger move at 8 o'clock this morning. We pulled back down. As far as trend lines on the hourly, let's check them out. See what we got. The hourly. I'm not happy with any really trend lines here, right? Nothing really good. We did break below. Looks like we're breaking a thing here. Where do we top out at? Oh, we almost got up to that 500, right? No, we didn't make it that high. 485. I think that's where we were talking about it peaking out anyway. About the 485 frame. So that did pan out the way we thought it would for the most part. Just not very pretty. Going back. Remember, scroll back to get your VWAP in the right position. Now, you don't want that to be all screwy on you because that would really suck. And last but not least, everything looks okay. We got our two accounts. We're correct there. Let's make sure our risk settings are good. 200, 400, that's correct. Right? And then we go to the other risk setting. And that is 100, 500, which is also correct. Okay. So we are good and good. Done and done. We'll double check the news, but hell, that was a hell of a ride down south if you caught that. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. You did have this one here. How come I'm not seeing it on my 1 minute chart, right? I guess it's because it was earlier. But yeah, you can see that. Poof. So that must have been news. Let's see what kind of news came out at 8 o'clock this morning. 8:30 U.S. jobless claims, right? Wow. Wow, that shot right up. Right up. That's a big jump in U.S. jobless claims. CPI also came out higher than expected. I don't know what higher than expected CPI does, right? CPI data meaning. Right, measure the average change over prices paid by consumers and represent baskets of overgrown. CPI measures inflation experienced by consumers' day-to-day living. So, what it is and how to use it. See, I don't really used to use any of this stuff, so we're just kind of looking here. So I mean, we're looking at the data, and we got like I guess it's 3.3 core percentage year over year, right? CPI month, CPI month. Right, so it went up 0.2% for the month. So it went up overall. So inflation's getting higher, right? That's kind of what that means, and people are losing jobs. Losing jobs and inflation's getting higher, right? Losing jobs and inflation's getting higher. All right, I'm going to grab my coffee. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to try to get myself live streamed on YouTube this morning as well. I might have to do a few changes, but if I could do that in the next 15, 30 minutes, that'd be wonderful. If not, no big deal. I'll have it all set up for tomorrow for sure. I don't have much going on today other than I want to get some cars listed that I have in the driveway. But I will be right back. Just going to grab a cup of coffee. How come I don't see chat, huh? How come I don't see our chats? Let me launch. There we go. And move this over. Okay. So let's just pop up a little notebook for you guys, right? Notebook. Raunchy is getting a motherfucking coffee. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are back. My coffee's not done yet, but welcome to the stream. I'll grab that here in a second. You're just kind of seeing what's going on. What do we got? So we took a look at the news. We had some bad CPI data showing inflation's going up. We also had higher than expected unemployment, which is also kind of a drag. Waiting to get my coffee, and then we will go from there. Again, I would like to try to get onto YouTube. I'm authorized to live stream on YouTube today, so I'd like to try to get that working. I'm gonna watch a video probably on it. Alright, so let's watch a video here. So you're gonna hear a video in the background. Again, I don't start trading until 9:45. So I'm here a little early, but I'm just kind of farting around. I'll probably start my streams now at about 9:30ish. You know, because I do have the first half hour, but I like to spend it with you guys. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, you know, feel free to throw them out there. All right, it's kind of what we got to do. We got to throw them out there. Or I don't know what you're trying to do, you know. All right.
Bring
so again,
tabs together.
You have the URL and also the stream key. So we're gonna just copy our stream key, go back into OBS. We're gonna paste this right here in the stream key area. Then what we're gonna do is go back into the stream URL.
I don't want to leave you alone. I want to give this guy credit for his noise.
OBS for the actual. So I'm gonna teach you how to multi-stream with OBS Studio, so that way you can go to live to Twitch, YouTube, Kick, whatever platform you want to. I'm gonna teach you how to multi-stream here today for absolute free with OBS Studio. That is right. If you guys did not know, I did a video like this last year, but they changed some stuff in 2024 for how the plugin actually works. So I thought it was a perfect time to do an updated video. So let's get straight on into it. The first thing you're gonna need to do is download OBS Studio. Of course, we'll have a link to it down below. And what you want to do when you're on this page is download it for whatever computer you have. So what we're gonna do for ourselves though is download it for Windows and install it. Now that you have OBS Studio installed, of course, we'll have a video link down below how to fully set it on up for yourself if you do want to check out that video afterward. But what you need to do next is download the multi-stream plugin. Of course, we'll have a link to it down below, and it's going to take you to this page right here. Once you're on this page, there's a lot of things you see, but the thing you want to focus on is go to downloads. Once you're in downloads, you're going to see the OBS plugin. I'm going to scroll down a bit until you find the actual download file, which is assets. And of course, you can see the Mac OS one, you can see the Windows 64 installer, and then the Linux one. Which one we want to download is, of course, the Windows one. I will be doing a video later on how they set up this on Mac, so if you do want to see a video on that, make sure to smash the like button and let me know. Once that's downloaded, what we're going to do is go to our File Explorer, under Downloads. Once you're in Downloads, you're going to see...
Okay, let's see what the hell he did here.
Install this onto our PC.
I want to get this all jacked up, right?
Under Downloads on Mac, so if you do want in Downloads, you're going to see, of course... install this onto our PC through the full process. With that, it is installed. And once you open up OBS, you won't see it right after because they changed how the installation for it works. What you need...
Alright, so I need to install this here.
Once that's downloaded, what we'll do is go to our File Explorer. I will be doing a video later on how they set up this on Mac, so if you do want to see a video on that, make sure to smash the like button and let me know. Once that's downloaded, what we'll do is go to our File Explorer, under Downloads. Once you're in Downloads, you're going to see, of course, it right here. We're going to click on this and install this onto our PC through the full process. With that, it is installed. And once you open up OBS, you won't see it right after because they changed how the installation for it works. What you need to do is go to the top left under Docs and click the multi-output and check that. With that,
I think it needs to install the installer, right?
Downloads. Once you're in Downloads, you're going to see, of course, it right here. We're going to click on this. Linux one. Which one we want to download is, of course, the Windows one. I will be doing a video later on how they set up this on Mac, so if you do want to see a video on that, make sure to smash the like button and let me know. Once that's downloaded, what we'll do is go to our File Explorer, under Downloads. Once you're in Downloads, you're going to see, of course, it right here. We're going to click on this.
Why remove?
Onto our PC through the full process. With that, it is installed. And once you open up OBS, you won't see it right after because they changed how the installation for it works. What you need to do is go to the top left under Docs and click the
needs permission to download.
With that, I'll actually show the multi-output plugin. And what you want to do is go back into Docs real quick, is check Docs, uncheck Docs. That way you can kind of place it somewhere. So we're going to place it right here for the timing and just drag it around how we like. Now that you have the plugin installed, we can actually set it up to go to different platforms. So the first thing you gotta do is make sure your OBS settings is actually set to a certain platform for
what the fuck says? Needs
mine for the time being is actually set to Twitch. So you can set it to Twitch or
to download.
Your main platform. Of course, I would recommend doing Twitch. And then what you want to do for the actual plugin now, the actually added platform for the secondary, is go to add a new target. Once you add a new target, you can just name this whatever you want. For time being, we're going to call this YouTube because we want to go live to YouTube with it. And don't mess with any settings down here because you don't need to customize these. It's just going to grab from OBS. Well, the next thing we need to do is go to YouTube and grab our URL and stream key. So once you're on the YouTube homepage, what you want to do is go to the top right of it and find.
Alright, I'm quite not sure what the fuck's going on here, so I'll fuck with this later because I'm going to throw shit through a window, right?
You'll see you have the URL and also the stream key.
Right,
so
so here.
copy your stream key, go back into OBS. We're going to paste this right here in the stream key area. Then what we're going to do is go back into the stream URL and copy that and paste that into OBS for the actual plugin.
Let's see here.
And with that, we're all good to go. Now, there is an option to start live with OBS. So as soon as you click live here, it will, of course, go live to YouTube as well. So you can manually set that up. However, if it doesn't work for you, there is a bug with it sometimes where it just doesn't want to work properly. So I would recommend just manually starting here and over there most times around. But now that you got YouTube added, you might be wondering, how do I add Kick? Well, same process. We're going to click add a new target. We're going to name this Kick. What we need to do is go to Kick and grab our URL and stream key. So once you're on Kick, what you want to do is
I'm
go
gonna
to
have
top right
to
your
fuck with
profile
this
icon,
later. My
click on
virus,
settings.
antivirus
Once
is
you're in
not liking
settings,
this.
We're going to go in the bottom left to see stream key. What you
Right.
need to do is grab
Look at
your
that move
stream
though.
URL
That would have been a
and
nice
stream key. So
one,
we're
but
gonna copy
we would
that
have caught it
and
up
actually
here,
put
right?
the URL and of course our URL area.
Was that the morning? That was the morning
Copy
move,
that,
right? First
and
move
put
of the
this
morning.
under our stream key. And with that, we're all
Alright,
good
let's
to
get
go
back over to
live
that.
on
I'll
Kick
figure all
now,
this shit
too.
out later. Royal pain in the ass, like everything else when it comes to this shit. Alright, let's get this full screen. Let's get us going. Let's get us going. Alright, let me grab my coffee. We're going to pull up on VWAP in the 20 here. So, kind of looking for some resistance there, possible. What else we got going on? That's really it. Right, we do have the moving average cross to the downside that happened this morning. Kind of doing like a top here. We're at a resistance point, right? On the 1 minute, you can see that. You could also see that here on the 5 minute. So it makes logical sense to have a turnaround to go bearish here. And there's that bearish move we were just talking about. Kind of got like a doji. So some bearishness would make sense, right? Didn't get much of a move though, about 5 points. Again, it's not my trading strategy, so I don't take it, but it is something to note. We're going to go up into VWAP here. Let's see if we bounce off VWAP if we respect it. In the meantime, I will be right back. This is what makes technicals hard right here. If you look, you saw that doji. You're willing to trade it, right? You're like, oh yeah, look at the doji, woo! Look at that. Oh, look at this. We're at a resistance level. We got a doji. I'm going to go short. My stop's going to be, you know, right above the wick of this the candle here. And look at that. Look at that. I don't think I can make it any more clear. Right? So there's your stop or whatever right in this area. And look, you're wicked out. Time being, you came right back down to this other resistance area. And this could have been your trade, right? That's what makes technicals so hard. makes it so hard to trade technicals. Because this was a good trade. Right? Let me set that up a little better. So, let's just take a look in retrospect. I mean, we talked about this trade on stream, but I want you to see that, okay, we got that. We're going to go south, right? Makes perfect sense. You would have had a decent trade down to here. Just didn't pan out. Did not pan out. All right, we're trading between the moving averages, which is something to note on the 5-minute. We are still below VWAP. As far as my trading strategy, right now I might be flipping a bird. Flipping the bird. We got 11 seconds. Let's see. So I'll kind of show you what my strategy would look like here. But again, I don't trade till 10:45 or 9:45 because I don't want the added aggravation. So let's get our red line up, our red stop line. We'll be using this all day. You will see this throughout the day. Apply. Save. So that's our red stop line. So right now our red stop line is right here. So if we get a close above that line, right? Nah, a little bit lower. We get a close roughly above this line here, then we're going to be out of this trade. Currently we would be in a bearish trade. Right now there is no action for me to take. Other than trying to warm up a little bit. It's a little chilly where I'm at right now. A little chilly, a little cold. 49 degrees outside. So there's nothing more for me to do right now. We're still bearish. Still bearish on that move. Can I lock in any more candles here? Nope. Nope, nothing changes. Nothing changes. We got in at the green line. It would still be bearish with this strategy. Again, we're waiting until 10:45, but it looks like we're going to get that breakdown now. So again, with the technicals, like we talked about, be up here, right? You got kind of a doji. You're looking to go short. Your stop's right above that doji. We did. We went. Right? We were at resistance here. I mean, everything pans out that you'd want to take this short. But if your stop was above that wick, you're gone. How do you trade that? It's very hard to trade that. We currently have some buying pressure coming back in. Let's get rocking and rolling. Per my plan, though, I'm kind of break even right now. I mean, I would be break even. But I got some money on the line still, right? And we want to close. We want to close above this line to close out. So right now we're still finding support here. So there's definitely a support line here. There's definitely a resistance line here. For today, I'm going to draw those in. I'm going to draw support and resistance as we see it going through the day. Let's see if I'd be able to play that, right? So there's definitely a line here. Right? We're going to make this a line. We're going to make this brown, ugly ass, dirt ass, brown, safe. Okay. We will draw another line at our top here. Right, so somewhere in this ballpark. Done. Right, we'd still be in this trade. Nothing has changed. We're just kind of going sideways. On the 5-minute, we do have like a trend line, so let's get that put on our 1-minute chart here. So this was the low of the day. This is the high of the day, right? Let's get our 1-minute trend line in there. Boom, boom. Oh, wrong line. Wrong line. I want the line. Oh, jeez. Got shit going on here. Alright, so a break below this would be strong. A bounce on this will also be strong. Again, per my plan, I'd be bearish. but we are moving sideways. Okay, that was a good move for me. Good move for me down, right? So we're going to move our stop to this position. Pretty much a break even now. But if we close above, of course, we're going to lose a little bit, right? We're looking for a bounce off that line. So from a technical trade, for my technical trade, I'd be more of a bounce off here, right? A bounce off here, back up into that support line. Looks like we have another support line right here, right? So we could draw that in. Let's draw that in, a nice horizontal line right about this area. Right, so there's our lines for the day. Again, my chart's going to get a little cluttery, but I'm showing you what the technical trades would be in my opinion, and what the what my trading is. Again, my trading strategy is a little different. We have no change in my perspective for my strategy. We're still going down. We do have kind of a downward trend on the 1 minute at least, and the 20 is kind of respecting it. Let's see if we get a bounce off here. Technical wise, that'd be a decent bounce area, right? And it was. I know we found it kind of almost in retrospect, but if we were paying attention to that, that would have been kind of the top. We're kind of in a little wedge thing going on. Looking for a breakout in the bottom of the top of that wedge. Right, as far as the overall day, there's really not much. I mean, we got pretty strong support down here. So let's see how this pans out, right? We might be flipping our perspective here. We would have lost a little bit in that first trade had we taken that one. But again, our first trade doesn't happen till 9:45. All right, so we would be flipping positions now. All right, we were taking a little loss. I'd like to get to it. There should be a little green line there. There it is. We were taking a little loss, and we'd be bullish right now. Right? Makes sense. We'd be bullish up to the VWAP. Our stop would be right in this ballpark right here. And let's just hope for the best, right? Hope for the best. We are dojiing there. That's kind of an issue. I'm going to get these lines off here. I will point them out as I see them. They're not hard to see, especially if you have the cross thing. Here I got the 5 minute, the 1 hour, and the 1 minute. So I could basically come over here, and have that line show up for me wherever. Which makes it kind of nice. Right now, I mean, there's pretty much a strong thing. The other two lines that are showing on my chart right now, let's remove this one. We're still bullish, and we did lock in a little bit, but we're not where we want to be for sure. All right, so not this one, but the following. So 9:45 will be our direction change. So hopefully we get up to VWAP and come back down. That would be a nice move. For me personally, I'd enjoy that. I'd be happy with that. We broke, we retested, all good. All good. We're moving back up. So we're in the right direction here, moving up. Moving up to that VWAP. VWAP will be where I'd be looking to take a short here on a technical look at it. We take this line here, right? And take this line here. And we rotate this up top. I mean, it looks like we could shoot past that a little bit. Let's see what happens. Let's see how that plays out. Right now that's our baseline. Right, and get that a little tighter. There we go. Oh. Opity. There you go. Oh, now you're not lined up. There you go. All right, so let's get this to 7. Because we're getting into the trades. We're going to start our trading right now. If this flips red, we're getting in. Is there reasons for this flip red? Yeah, there's strong resistance there. There's a double bottom. Let's see what happens. So we're flipping red now. And again, we just trade till we hit our target, or we lose our max for the day. The worst part of my trading strategy, it works mathematically, but it's not comfortable, is I'm willing to take no action to take. I'm willing to take a double the loss than I do a win. So that's pretty painful. Pretty painful. So in a complete bust out day, I'd go down $1,000 on this one account, 400 on my other one. On a win day, I only go up 500. But I believe this strategy to be about 80% successful, which in turn means, is it 80? So out of 5 days, it goes wrong once, right? So yeah, 80%. Which means I stand to profit about $1,000 a week off this strategy on one account. Here comes a strong bearish move. Let's see if that locks in. If that locks in, we'll be joining it. All right, we're getting the pullback up. There is kind of a wick test on the 1 minute. We'll see if that happens. We're going to sell market right here.
Order filled.
We're in. We're in with some Flynn. I should have checked the news a little better, right? Nothing. 9:15. That's blue, 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 blue. Nothing red. Nothing red. All right. So right now our stop is roughly in this area. Is it this area? No, I think it's right here. Our stop would be right here. Looking for the continuation to the push down here. We bounced right off that 20. Moving average, all good. We're good all the way down to the low of here. Here's a bounce off that other trend line that we drew earlier. That can pose some issues here. Okay, it was just a slight hold up. No problem. We're 250 ahead. 300 at this point. We might lock in our day the first 5 minutes. Hello? Hello, day might be over. Here we go. We're dropping like flies. Let's lock that in. Let's lock some of that in, right? Right here. Close above here. We're out. We got a little bit of lower motion. A little bit. What do we got for a wick test here? The wick test will be up in this area. That's pretty far. That's not where I want to see it. I want to see a continued drop. Here we go. We're pushing new lows on the day. 620. Oh, look at that. Oh, 450. Come on, baby. Get this to 500 and I call her a day. Get that to 500. I call her a day. Call her a day on the first trade of the day. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, little engine that could. Yeah, we're getting held up. Makes sense, though, on the hourly. We have resistance at 2030, right? We got some resistance right here. Let's see, we can lock this in. But if we can get down to that 500 mark, we're done for the day. We're done. Here we go. Here we go. Look, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, keep going. Why have you not closed out on me? Come on.
Order filled.
There we go, guys. That is how you do it. One trade today. $500, $700 in our pocket. We are done. Game over. Completed. Goodbye. Close your screen. Booyah!